It's Friday, October 16th. You're watching Good Morning ArkLaMiss. Thank you so much for starting your day with us here on KNOE and KAQI. I'm Nicole Cross.
And I'm Pete Souza.
In this half hour, we have your local news, events happening around the ArkLaMiss, and national news. We begin in Rapides Parish, where a man is behind bars facing felony-level drug and weapon charges. A baby girl is dead after police say her mother threw her from a 6th-floor apartment yesterday. Witnesses described watching as the woman threw 6-month-old Janila Lawrence from the window. The little girl was pronounced dead a short time later at the hospital. The 27-year-old mother was taken into police custody and sent to a hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. Her 3 other children were placed with the city's child welfare agency.
I am so devastated. You have no idea how devastated I am.
No charges had been filed as of last night. This is the 3rd death of a child tossed from a New York apartment since August. Topping political headlines this morning, the 2 Republican frontrunners are threatening to pull out of the next debate. We're talking about Donald Trump and Ben Carson. They're making demands of CNBC in advance of the next Republican debate that's happening later this month. 4 men took the stage at Louisiana Tech to tell us why they should be Louisiana's next governor. Last night, David Vitter, John Bel Edwards, Jane Garden, and Scott Angel were at the podium to debate some of the major topics concerning the Pelican State ahead of the election. At the heart of every issue, money, and how each candidate would spend it. They also discussed higher education, which, as many of you know, has been a victim to heavy cuts. Questionable tax exemptions were also brought up during the debate. ULM's Associate Professor of Political Science, Dr. Joshua Stockley, says 2 candidates stood out.
None of the candidates made any major mistakes. They all performed well. I think that Angel and Edwards performed a little bit better than the other 2. And so viewers who are leaning towards Angel and Edwards will feel better.
Now remember, early voting wraps up this weekend and Election Day is next Saturday, October 24th. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And at that debate, protesters rallied outside, as you see here, arguing that it should have been open to the public. The debate was open to everyone initially, but Louisiana Tech later decided to close it, and the school hasn't revealed why. But the candidates all took jabs at David Vitter, saying it was his request that the event be private. Many of the protesters were actually students at Louisiana Tech. Nick Smith organized the protest, and he says they just want to stay informed.
If the university is truly wanting the student body to be civically engaged with the candidates in the electoral process, they must, and it is their duty, to let us in and let us participate in the debate and participate and engage with the candidates.
Smith says he wanted to ask the gubernatorial candidates about their plans for sustaining the TOPS program and creating a better environment for higher education. Tonight, the festival begins with hot air balloons racing down the river. Preparations are underway this morning. Our Tim Bragg is there live right now in Natchez. Tim, what's the latest? Thanks, Tim. Sounds like there'll be a lot of fun there. And there's another festival happening this weekend, and this one will feature a special guest, Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty. Tomorrow, the city of Sterlington is having its annual fall festival. They'll have food, fireworks, slide jumpers, and all kinds of games. Organizers say it's a family-friendly event with something for everyone. The fun starts at 3 p.m. tomorrow at Sterlington Park. It's free and open to the public. For more information, visit eventbrite.com. Moving on to that Facebook question of the day. Here is today's question. Listen to this. In a survey, a majority of single people said that if their first date has this, there won't be a second date. Now I want to go straight to our Facebook page and see what our viewers had to say about this. So Quindle said, if they have a husband or a wife.
I would hope there's not a second date.
There will not be a second date in that case. Oh, Cute Face Pretty Eye says if they have bad hygiene, ooh, there will not be a second date in that case. Richard said something that you have to read for yourself. Ron says body odor. Man, a lot about the person. Bad teeth, bad credit. Oh my.
Bad
the
credit.
survey
Bad teeth, bad
says.
credit, oh my.
But the survey says an annoying voice. An annoying voice.
Man, that one takes a cake.
Kills the second date for a lot of people out there. As always, you
like
know
what you
it.
hear.
We love when you join the conversation. And we've made it, guys.
Yes.
It's the weekend for us.
We've all made it.
Yes. Yeah, trust me, I'm sure. And happy about it. It was a good week for us. We hope it was a good week for you. And we want you to join us on Monday. We'll be back here at 5 a.m. and we'll tell you what a local organization is doing to help families in need.
And we'll also share with you a parish-wide effort to stop bullying. You'll want to join us.
After a beautiful weekend on tap, the pattern should be beginning to shift. We'll probably have details on what's going on with the rain situation around the area, given the fact that statewide burn bans are now in effect.
All right, that's our time for now. The news continues with CBS This Morning and Good Morning America.